Hello YouTube, this is Kondrik bringing you a quick tutorial, just a little something I thought people might like, a BT battery automatic charging system with the capability of remote battery use via ender chests from ender storage. Quick demonstration, we've got battery boxes here with solar panels and tubes to put batteries in and out of the battery boxes, a retriever to pull the charged batteries, manager to make sure that the ender chest always has the correct is always stocked with full batteries, and it keeps one discharged battery in there so that there will always be room for discharged batteries, if that makes sense. And of course, a lot of solar panels, a transposer down here to prevent overflow. Basically, what the transposer does is keep anything else from getting backlogged. I have a restriction tube down here on the manager and the retriever, so that anytime there's an overflow of items, like as you can see every so many seconds, I believe it's every 30 seconds, the retriever will pulse just to prevent system clogs. And you can see all the extra batteries coming out of the transposer's backlog. I will also be including a very compact way to charge a remote system using essentially the 3x3x2 area, and even a way to include that on frames. Okay, on to part one. First thing you need, obviously, is an ender chest, or any chest really, to put the batteries into. From there, oops, you'll want to connect the manager, which will, as I said earlier, keep your ender chest stocked with a bunch of full batteries and no more than one empty one. From that, you want a restriction tube with a retriever on the other side. The retriever will pull the full batteries back. Did I do that right? Yes, I did. We'll pull the full batteries back and put them through the manager into the ender chest. So far, quick, easy, simple. Next, you'll want tubes coming off of both the manager and the retriever to connect above the batteries. What you can do from here is just put up as many batteries as you have into a line under the tubes. You definitely need to make sure you have batteries next to both the manager and the retriever so that they get power from your charging system. I would recommend at least 5 batteries. Obviously, the more you have, the better it is. And you will want a transposer at the end facing inward to prevent overflow. Again, the more batteries the better. The longer the tubes are between the transposer and the manager/retriever system, the better, because that will give any excess batteries time to travel through the tubes before they get to start clogging things. Next, just put down some solar panels, as many as you have or need or feel you want. The great thing about this system is it is modular. You can put as many or as few solar panels, battery boxes, or tubes as you want. The only important part of the system is this set right here. The chest, manager, restriction tube, and retriever, and of course the transposer at the farthest point of the system. Once you have the solar panels set up, you should already see your battery starting to charge. That's going to be the slowest part of the system, is getting the battery boxes to start charging the first time. Obviously, more solar panels, faster charge time, which you probably will want. So let's go ahead and put those there. Alright, we've got essentially a 5x5, yes, 5x7 area. So that's 35 solar panels charging 5 battery boxes. You should have power fairly consistently, at least during sunlight. The next step is to put a handful of batteries into, oops, wrong ones, into the ender chest. Doesn't really matter how many, you just want them to start charging. And as you can see, once the battery boxes are full, the place the batteries fail back to is the output of the transposer, which means you can put actually, you can't yet. Once those batteries are charged, you can put them into the manager. Almost done. Okay, done charging. Once the batteries are charged, you can put at least one of them into the manager so that it knows that it needs to keep the ender chest stocked with at least one fully charged battery. Go ahead and grab the rest of them. I like to keep 18 batteries in there, and of course one empty battery. That makes sure that you have enough room for people to throw a few stacks in. Now what you do is you just keep grabbing that. You'll take one of the charged batteries and put it into the retriever. And then you're almost done. The next step is take 2 timers, one set for 2 seconds, the other set for a longer time, doesn't really matter. I go with 30 seconds because that's plenty of time. That one will never be disabled. That is the anti-clog timer. The primary one will disable as soon as the ender chest has what you've told it to have, which would be 1 empty battery and however many full batteries you choose to have. The more the better, as far as I'm concerned. Obviously, once you've got enough, you can just start filling the manager with charged batteries from the ender chest itself. And there you go. That's 12 full batteries and 1 empty battery. And this system will keep going. The 2-second timer will tick until you have 12 full batteries and 1 empty battery. And that's all there is to it. Alright, well, next step. Obviously, a system like this is great if you just want to be able to grab a handful of charged batteries out and run somewhere else to get to them, or to use them. But, at the same time, what if you want to use them somewhere nowhere near, and you don't want to have to keep running back and forth? That's where this second part of the system comes into play. There. Forgot to get that into my inventory beforehand. But, next, all you need, quick little 3x3 area with only 2 spots underground. Or was it 3? Can't even remember my own system. Okay, yes. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is place your ender chest that has your batteries in it. Next thing you want is a filter. This filter is going to pull one full battery out every time the timer ticks. Next, oops, you want to place a retriever facing the other way. This retriever is going to pull one empty battery, which I'm not going to grab that way. We'll do that in a second. It is going to grab one empty battery and place it back into the ender chest. Next, you want tubes, like so. And there you go. That's all the tubes you need. Next is 2 battery boxes, 1 or 2. You can actually do this with just 1, but 2 just makes more sense. That way you have, well, it gives you more power. You can do away with that battery box right there, but why bother? It only takes up 1 extra block. Next step, I like to, whatever, doesn't really matter. Iron panel right there will work well. You need a timer with a lever. Set the timer to whatever you want. The faster it goes, the faster you'll get batteries into your system, or charged batteries into your system. But that's essentially the whole system right there. Let's go ahead and let it pulse once. You got your first charged battery going into the first battery box. Once that battery is empty, then we can take that battery, put it into the retriever. This will make sure that the retriever does not pull partially charged batteries out before they're done discharging. So now, if we turn it on and leave it on, it'll pull one full battery every 2 seconds until there's nowhere for them to go. Once the batteries discharge, the retriever will pull the empty batteries back, put them back into the ender chest, where the manager will go and put them back into the system. And there you go, fully automatic remote battery charging. Full battery box fairly quickly. You can actually probably set this timer to 10 seconds. Unless you've got a massive frame machine that drains battery really, really quickly, you shouldn't need more than 10 seconds per tick on the timer. As you can see, this battery didn't even fully discharge, and both battery boxes are full. So that is the other end of the battery charging system. There's only one more piece, and that is putting this onto a frame. Alright, here we go. Last step. Quickly, I forgot to mention, let's see, where did I put, there it is. Blue alloy wire. For this last compact thing, connect the blue alloy wire anywhere you want, like I did over here for my Stoneworks, my compact Stoneworks machine, which I will most likely be showing in a tutorial shortly, that can generate stone of many different types. Or, well, it can generate all the cobblestone products and smoothstone products, except for stairs and slabs. Anyway, on to the frames. So, what you first need is, obviously, some frames. We'll go with that. That'll work, right there. Same as before, ender chest. And that works. Okay. Ender chest. Filter. Oops, that's transposer. Filter goes like that. Retriever goes like that. Instead of using normal tubes, tube frame. And there. You can actually go like this if you want. But what you should really do instead of normal tube frames, and I'll tell you why in a second, is redstone tube frames, like I have over there. And then just put your battery boxes right like this. And there you go. It is fully connected to a frame. But right now there is no pulse. There's an easy solution to that though. All we have to do is hook up some more frames. And they do not have to be, they can be pretty much on any side as long as you have a way to hook into the redstone tube. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll put some panel here. With a timer. Actually, let's put the timer there. Lever. Red alloy wire. Jacketed wire. Boom. System complete. And there you go. Now, you can use this timer to connect to any other part of your frame machine. So, if you don't want to use this timer, you can just tie that jacketed wire into your frame machine somewhere else. And there goes my phone. And turn the timer on. Oops. One important step. Charged battery in the filter. Discharged battery in the retriever. And there we go. Now the retriever has power and the system is pulling batteries out. And the bat boxes should be fully charged fairly quickly. So obviously, quick, easy, compact. You can use it to power any kind of frame machine you want. And as I said over here, this is as modular as you want, as you need it to be. You can add bat boxes in a line like I did with the original, or you can add them all side by side in a large square and then have the solar panels off to the side. With this system, more solar panels means faster charge. More bat boxes means faster battery charge time because there will be more spaces for batteries to charge in. Oh, and here's why you need the clogbuster. The manager was backstuffed because it had too many discharged batteries and there wasn't enough space to put them in. But this 30-second pulse tells the retriever to pull a full battery out of somewhere. And pulling that full battery out, regardless of where it is, leaves an empty space long enough for anything backstuffed in the manager to come loose and get back into the system and then back stuff into the transposer. So that's why you need the second timer. You can do without the second timer. In fact, my system in my base on Shadow Dragon server does not have the second timer. I need to add it. I also don't have the transposer on that one, which I also need to add. But it is possible. The only problem is once it clogs, the only way to unclog it at that point is to take all the batteries out of the ender chest and let the system sort itself out, which is a headache. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. Please let me know if you did. I'm not going to go begging for likes or subscriptions. I'm doing this for fun. So if you like it, you do. If you don't, you don't. Let me know if there are any ideas you think I should improve, any tutorials you think I should do. Definitely let me know if you want to see my compact stone brick system that generates cobble, smooth stone brick, and circle stone brick. And just let me know how I did. Have a good day.